Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here at Shine Auto Detailing in Whittier. So I thought I'd make a little quick video regarding some swirl marks, especially black car owners. I get this question asked a lot. Can you guys remove swirl marks? Why do I keep getting swirl marks? I can't seem to get them off. I can't seem to reduce them. So what really causes swirl marks? So there's a few things, and it's pretty much the same with every vehicle that has these swirl marks. So number one, it starts off with improper washing. So if you guys do a lot of drive-through car washes, those $5 coin operated ones, and they have those big bristles and brushes, that's just smacking your paint over and over and over with dirty brushes, dirty towels. So that's the first thing that causes it, is improper washing. Now, improper washing can also be done at home, not just at a drive-through car wash. So if you're using dirty wash mitts, dirty bucket, all that grit and dirt can eventually cause all these little micro blemishes that are called swirl marks on the paint. So can you get rid of them? Yes. It's just with black, like this vehicle, it shows a lot more. The other thing that causes it, as far as improper washing, is if you don't thoroughly wash your car, if you don't thoroughly rinse your car before washing it, you're kind of just spreading all that dirt over the car. So proper rinsing before washing it is step number one. And in saying that, improper washing before drying can also cause swirl marks. So if you don't properly wash all the little crevices and the dirt off of the car before drying it, as you're drying the car, that's what causes those little micro abrasions on the car, or swirl marks. Now, the other thing is, if people keep their vehicles inside the garage, that's definitely a plus. But a lot of people, they have a nice car like this, Mercedes, right? But they have to keep the car outside. So they say, well, I've kept the car cover on it for the last couple of years, and I seem to keep getting these swirl marks, especially like on the edges. So you got to keep in mind, if you are using a car cover, you have to make sure the car cover is really clean and it's not dusty or grimy. And you got to make sure that when you apply the car cover, or when you put the car cover over the car, that it's not dusty or super grimy, because obviously that's gonna make all these swirl marks and imperfections on the paint. So first recommendation, proper washing. I know sometimes people get in a pinch, so they have to use the drive-through car washes, but you have to treat paint just like your skin. So imagine if they have human drive-through showers, right? You're just going in, guy after guy, woman after woman, through the automated showers, right? So if a really grimy construction worker is going in right before you into those automated showers, and then you, super clean executive, go in right after that guy, you're gonna get all that guy's dirt, all that guy's grime, fingernail dirt on you, right? And the other thing is that really dirty cars are getting the same strong chemicals from those car washes. Some of them use hydrochloric acid to clean off the dirt, which is what they need in order to get really, really grimy cars clean. So if your pretty well maintained car is getting a bunch of that acid over and over, week after week, month after month, not only is that going to cause swirl marks, but it's also going to start to degrade the clear coat on your car. So we've seen some cars come in where it's a fairly new car, but the roof, the trunk, and the hood start getting kind of hazy and white. And so the questions we ask is, okay, where is the car kept? How's it maintained? How's it washed? Oh, well, I just go through those $5 drive-through car washes. And they don't stop and think that over time that actually starts to damage the clear coat on the vehicle. These aren't like the old school paint jobs from the 50s, 60s, and 70s that are super thick, 6 coats of paint, maybe 5 coats of clear coat. These are a lot more water-based paints, so they're a lot more delicate, and they actually do need a lot more care, whether it's Mercedes, Toyota, Honda, BMW. The paints are actually pretty delicate. So first recommendation, especially for a black car, would be to look into getting a ceramic coating done on the surface of the paint, especially when the car is brand new. The main difference between that and just regular waxing is a ceramic coating is a lot more permanent and durable. So that's actually going to bond to the clear coat of your car. It doesn't evaporate after 2 or 3 months like wax does. It's something that wax you repeatedly have to do every few months. Whereas a ceramic coating, there's coatings out there anywhere from 2 years to 10-year warranties to even lifetime warranty coatings. Obviously the price will differ, but that's going to keep your car cleaner for longer. It reduces the swirl marks that you get because it's a lot harder wearing coating than your actual clear coat on the car. So all these swirl marks will be greatly reduced. It doesn't prevent them. It doesn't prevent them 100%, but it does help reduce them. And then it's also really hydrophobic. So the water is just going to beat up and slide off of the car. So it has sort of a self-cleaning ability to where you really don't have to wash the car that often, or wax it for that matter. Now, it's not bulletproof. You still have to maintain it, wash it regularly depending how dirty the car gets, if the car is inside or outside. But a ceramic coating will definitely help reduce the swirl marks, keep the car cleaner for longer, keep the nice shine and gloss to it and the depth, especially on a black car. And if you're the type to wash it yourself, you'll see that it's going to be a lot easier to maintain the finish and to keep the car cleaner. So all that, I had a little time here to spare with this vehicle before we start working on the outside, but I'll shoot a video afterwards of the exterior to see what it'll look like after we polish it. So if you have swirl marks like this, how do you get rid of them? What can you do? Where should you go? First step obviously would be some sort of paint correction or polishing. Now those words are kind of used, they're kind of intertwined. Polishing is the old school word, right? Polishing or buffing. Paint correction is a little bit more in depth, and there are different levels of paint correction. Something like this can be like $250 in some shops, $450, even close to $1,000 in some shops, depending on how much time that shop spends with the car, whether it's 1 day, 3 days, or a whole week. So there are different levels of paint correction. So that's definitely something to look into, and this is definitely what this car will need, is some good polishing and light paint correction. So stay tuned for the after. I'm going to post some videos and some pictures, but those are just some car care tips for any black car owners or any owners with vehicles that have swirl marks. So definitely try and avoid the drive-through car washes. If you wash it yourself, make sure all your mitts, your towels, your buckets, everything's nice and clean. That way you won't get any of these unsightly marks, swirl marks on your paint. Come visit us if you're in SoCal, Whittier area, Trans Shine Auto Detailing.